Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymn matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks... Oh, what has happened here? Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Quality ball. And it's Sneijder. Van Nistelrooy. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force.
Tries a shot! And it's a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He gets big! Shifted upfield. Gently done. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Van Nistelrooy! It's loose now, shapes to shoot. And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Tchouameni. Gakpo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking it.
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And it's Forlan. Van Nistelrooy. Belletti. He could be in here. He's got... And Del Piero! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that was vital. And that was very necessary. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Belletti. And he cuts out the supply. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Forlan wins the duel this time. Mateus. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
David Villa! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
India have it back and can go again. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now that looks a decent ball. And the finish! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Simplicity itself.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's got the shot away! Now that is commitment to the cause. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. 75 minutes played. India disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And that has left him in a heap.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Goes in for the header! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Taken back almost at once. Danny Olmo. Oh, he's onto this. David Villa. They've scored! And they are right back within touch.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. David Villa. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's no...
Mbappe! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Wan-Bissaka. That pass has been well intercepted. That is a great pick out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Davids. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Now that's well seen too.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's lofted through here. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Always onto this. And Martinez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Played back in. Now it's some Mbappe! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Davids. And it's Luis Suarez. Mbappe! It's anyone's ball now. Mohamed Salah. And he's lost his man here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Had a shot. Puts in a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Oh, super find. Well timed, excellent interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He can run onto that. Rodri. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Martinez. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Rodri. And he's managed to get rid. It's gone out for a throw-in. Martinez. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And he's quick to get it clear again. 60 minutes played. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his... Now the finish! It's there! And this is getting better and better.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Quality ball. And that has put paid to that. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
It's Luis Suarez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And that could set him on his way. Mohamed Salah, big chance! Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He won't be happy with that one. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Has a look and plays it forward. Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. De Ligt cuts out the pass. David Villa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Salah. He is through here. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Costa Curta. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up belts one. Decent hit and on target. And the pass is intercepted. Well, it looked oh, here's a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ribery is offering a wry smile there.
Matthias Cunha. Van Nistelrooy! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he shot.
Got a shot away! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by...
He's tried one! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Xavi Alonso. And here's Ribery. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's quick to get it clear again. And smartly reclaimed. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. And he was alert to it. Foyt cuts it out. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Messi. Bastoni makes the interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hendrick really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That pass has been well intercepted and claimed it back swiftly. Ribery. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Good effort from distance. Neuer clears. And we hit half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. Vardiol. Good spot, he's seen the run. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Ribery. Vardiol wins the duel this time. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Marvellous! first goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Madrid have it back and can go again. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Van Nistelrooy. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gabriel with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And Van Nistelrooy! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that has fair fizzed. Short changes him with that pass. Ribéry. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Bastoni. That's a sharp pass. Mohamed Salah! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now there's a fine ball. He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single...
Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Skims one in. Xabi Alonso. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. It's Salah!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner and just...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside. Well, there's the clearance. Endrick. And they've got rid. Fires from distance. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And he's picked out the run.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And he's intervened well there. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Looks for the finish. And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
That pass has been well intercepted. And he was alert to it. No way through. Oh, it's come loose. This might Mbappe! Yamal looking to be a menace in the final third. So it is still 0-0. Throw in. Nesta makes the interception. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Mbappe. That's very neat. Foot in. They get a throw in. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Vieira. João Cancelo. Mohamed Salah, and the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. He's got the shot away! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping. Goalkeeper's ball. No foul, says the referee. Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? And he's in. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's half-time here. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Can he get onto this? Chance to finish. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Del Piero. There's the hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Roberto Carlos. Son Heung-min is in a really good position out wide. Might be danger here. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. It's loose here, and they'll want... Has a shot! Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe! In for the pieces! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Son Heung-min has it out wide and in space. Ronaldinho concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking. That's a little off target. And it's Son Heung-min. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall. Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, no joy this time. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Van Dijk. Yamal. Belletti. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Ruben Dias. Oh. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Zico tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
That is a great pick out. And Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there. There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency. Van Nistelrooy! He's scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van de Ven. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba makes the interception. Pirlo. And he's picked out the run. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Van Nistelrooy is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Van de Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul, and here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Raul touches it back.
Just too much pressure.
Mbappe! That's a sharp pass. Raul.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And that's been won straight back. That looks a good ball through. And he's away. And a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Good spot. He's seen the run. Oh, well played. Well sorted out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bastoni with the clearance.
They want...
And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And Van Nistelrooy! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's been shifted off it. Had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lam. Still just a single goal between the sides. Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Del Piero. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's having a hit! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Belletti. Mbappe. Zico. Zico! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Israel grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now that's well seen too. Belletti. Rummenigge. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a win.
Real chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to retrieve it. Looking for the run. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's through here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. He's got away. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now the finish! Oh, it's come loose. And another try! And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Foyt getting this one clear. McAllister cuts it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
David Villa goes on a run down the left wing. Costa Curta. So it is still 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
McAllister, Musiala, Van Dijk. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. No way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala.
Mbappe really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Taken back almost at once. Ruben Dias is there and he can get that clear. Musiala. And here's Mbappe. McAllister. 15 minutes till half-time. Musiala. Great defending, strong and determined. Foyt. And he thumps it clear. And now they can clear their lines. Musiala. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bellingham. And that's a good ball. Bellingham. Can he put it away? Decent enough try.
Bellingham certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point. Now the finish! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. Surprise, surprise. What a crazy start to the second half. The star man finds his own net. Crazy.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I get...
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So that's 2 now without reply.
to be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Just eases him off the ball. Musiala.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
It's a goal kick. Musiala. Looking for the run. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Shot a goal. It's a goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So is this the start of a comeback? That is good alertness. Saliba.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Frosinone clearly didn't help themselves by
Fires from distance. And it's Salah. And they're quick to get it back. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. And he's heaved it away. Pass is just off target. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Matheus Cunha. Speculative strike. Oh my word, that is quite something. He's got himself an absolute peach. Deep into injury time. And that is a smashing hit, struck with power and accuracy.
Well, as soon as it left his foot, that was destined for goal. Rocket man.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game. That's going to go a long way. And that's that. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And he's intervened well there. And that was very necessary. And that has been cleared. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
He's shifting through the gears here.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Oh, important interception. Danger averted for now. That has ended up in no man's land. In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Bale. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Matheus Cunha. McAllister. Palmer. That is a brilliant interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's through, now is he in? Del Piero. They want to be quick to recover this. And they've got rid. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Works it forward. Nice ball, and he's shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Guardiola. And it's Del Piero. And that has been cut short. He's in plenty of space here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's gone for a throw-in. Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And Mateus. Can he put it away? It's in. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
He has found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's run loose here. Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Can he finish? And more and more and more. And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Palmer! Oh, it's come loose. He's tried one. It goes to show he is human after all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Van Nistelrooy. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. Floated through. And here's the chance to counter.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that has put paid to that. Foot in. Can he get away here? He's got away. He's had a shot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Schneider. David Villa. David Villa! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And we have our very first corner. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Del Piero clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Van Nistelrooy. Quality ball. And he's picked out the run. Oh, and he's through the middle. Bastoni is there to clear. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. And that'll be a goal kick. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Malaysia have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gently done. Malaysia upping the intensity here, having lost possession. There's the hit! Oh, he's been caught napping! Now, can he find a finish? And a shot! Guardiola tries to clear. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He can run onto that. Van Nistelrooy, and Van Nistelrooy! They want to be quick to recover this. In! Mohamed Salah was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get onto this? Foyt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that should get the job done. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. And now they can clear their lines. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Van Nistelrooy is flagged offside. And he thumps it clear. And that's been won straight back. Guardiola. It's Pedri. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Out of play for a throw. Taken back almost at once. Well, there's the clearance. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. Neuer comes out and deals with it. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that's really well manoeuvred. Hoisted in. Pinches it off him. Heads it! That's really well cleared. Defending was strong and firm. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He won't be happy with that one. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior. Adams deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Malaysia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Haaland. Dealt with nicely by the defence. The less said about that pass, the better.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And here's Haaland.
That's going in strongly.
And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Hello, mic testing 1 2 3 4. Hello, সবাই কেমন আছেন? Hello.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Oh, easy pickings there. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. He's got the shot away! And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be a throw-in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Drogba. Chance here to counter. He could be in here. He's shifting through the gears. Neymar! It's loose now. Oh, it's fallen loose again! A real chance and a real let-off.
Stoichkov very nearly made that count from a combination of luck and good judgment.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he was quick to react. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh no, what has happened here? Foyt gets it clear. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Drogba. And here's Messi. He's been picked out. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And Guardiol. Guardiol. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Bastoni. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And here's Drogba. Stoichkov.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Beckham. And it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi. And Beckham! And he gets rid in a hurry. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. And we've reached half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive...
He's got a side of goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. He'll try from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Matías Cunha. And they can counter here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. And he's played it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Some resolute defending there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Danger averted for now. Beckham.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab...
There's the hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Stoichkov! And that was very necessary. Mohamed Salah.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Sané. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the flag has stayed down. He's had a shot! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage.
Messi! This time, surely! No mistake! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending.
Mbappe. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that wasn't far away. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is good alertness. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It'll be a throw-in. And the shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Van Nistelrooy might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Speculative strike. And that is wildly off target.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Messi. It's a sweet ball, that. Cross goes in there.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And it's Salah. That's a shade optimistic. That's going to go a long way. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No goals as yet. And that could set him on his way. No, he's had it taken off him.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Rodri. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Gnabry. That pass has been well intercepted. Strokes it back. Can he get it through? And now they can clear their lines. Nongboa Bichaya trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Nongboa Bichaya with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Nistelrooy is there to clear. Check, gets it away. Oh, that's a key interception. He's gone forward. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, and there's the end of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Baggio. Mohamed Salah is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Del Piero. Good read, needed to be. He has found the way, and Del Piero! And that was very necessary. Palmer. Chance to finish. And that certainly packed a punch. Could move up a gear here. Well timed, excellent interception. Floated up and over. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has been clubbed away. Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko. Great hit! They've scored! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first moment has a go! So close to drawing level.
Mateus Cunha nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And the pass is intercepted. That is a great pick out. He's got away. Now the finish! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Pete.
Snyder! Thuram getting this one clear. 4 extra minutes added on. Interesting ball. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, are